Welcome. It seems that you have chosen to play some sexy, sleazy swords and sci-fi. So let's introduce the character that you'll be playing. Your character is Shan Clendath, a female human-derived bounty hunter. Her class in Machinations of the Space Princess is an expert, which is similar to a rogue or operative or generalist. But her role really is a bounty hunter. Statistics should be mostly familiar to you if you know D&D, but there's the addition of comeliness, which is an old D&D optional stat but seemed worth doing in a setting that is, somewhat sex and drugs and rock and roll based. Next to the statistics, you'll see saves. Rather than the traditional saves, these are essentially half the stats, plus any special bonuses or anything from your character background. So if something doesn't fall to a skill or whatever, or if you fail horribly, you get a chance to salvage the situation by rolling under your save on a d20. Base attack is on the right, hit points are above that, only 9, she's not very tough. Race traits is a special thing in Machinations of the Space Princess. Basically you can create and customize any race whatsoever by picking a handful of traits. You have an ego siphon. Your race are cybernetically enhanced, so you get a free cyborg arm, in this case, under cybernetics there, but the ego siphon is something similar. You have computing lattices built into your body. Your people have a kind of immortality where their experience can be absorbed by their descendants. This technology can also be abused. When you kill someone using an unboosted natural attack, you can absorb some of their ego, some of their intelligence. Basically you get double XP if you kill someone with your bare hands. In this case it's also a justification for you to be able to consult the multitude on your actions, because you have a little bit of everyone you've ever killed and some of your ancestors inside you. Adaptable is a base human trait that just gives you extra skills. Skills are at the bottom. Skills are on a scale of 1 to 6 or above, and they're very simple, taken from Lamentations of the Flame Princess. You roll a d6, try to get under that. If you get under it, you succeed. Attack and defense scores are a little different to standard D&D. You have your ranged attack bonus, you have your ranged defense, you have a ranged damage bonus, which you don't normally get in D&D type games, but you do, but in your case it's a penalty. You're much better close up. And then there's equipment to the right. The basic force field, your cyber arm, some generic armor, and a sidearm. That's all you're getting to start with. MOTSP is designed as a generic game. The setting is implicit, it's kind of open and the ideas are there, but there is a basic idea of a background, and we're playing in my world, which means I'm using some or all of that. Until recently, the galaxy was dominated by a single species, known as the Erlanth. Their empire, the Erlanth matriarchy, ran pretty much everything. They were present pretty much everywhere. And their Grand Queen was in charge of absolutely everything. Their armies and their fleets were everywhere. Their money is the money that everyone uses. Their language is the language that most people speak outside of Trade Pigeon. Then the Queen disappeared or died, and her many daughters, the Space Princesses, fell into warfare against each other. Aspects of the military, which were primarily the male underclass, rose up against their oppressors, planets on the fringes revolted, and the whole empire just fractured and split apart. It is a time of opportunity for everyone, and Shan is no different. As a bounty hunter, there are plenty of opportunities on the fringe worlds and even in the core worlds. Fighting, seeking people, hunting them down, killing them for money. Everyone is at each other's throats. Corporations are trying to secure their trade routes or build their own empires, and new forces are rising everywhere. The world of Machinations, the universe of Machinations, has some key points. It's a heavy metal universe, as in the comic, as well as the music. It's sexy, it's sleazy, it's about being cool as much as anything. It's about fantastical ideas, mono-environment planets, weird alien technology, strangeness, all that kind of stuff. Sex, drugs, rock and roll, and violence. That's what it's meant to be about. And the universe that it takes place in is big, it's old, and it's full of life. There have been many empires before now. Weird alien technology is everywhere, known as exotech. Everything has a history. There's something to be found everywhere. Everything is strange and weird and exotic. So let's get out there and discover this universe.
Just